Hilarious, I tell you.
Scripted, just here to tell the truth so the fans can't get conflicted. No hands was put on nobody, even though I attempted. I don't know if it's you, Fat Joe, or the Ozempic, but speak facts when you say my name. This ain't the Rucker Park, I don't play them type of games. Scripted, just here to tell the truth.
Before you try dropshipping, Amazon, or YouTube automation, I need you to see this. Some people think it's crazy that I'm sharing.
Think she got him?
I think so. Either way, we about done anyway. You know what I mean?
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing good on this Saturday morning or afternoon, maybe night, wherever you are. I hope everybody is doing well. I wasn't supposed to be up this early, but I was going to cover the Epstein situation anyway. But that's until I got a crazy text message this morning that I'm going to share with you guys. But anyway, I want to touch on this Jeffrey Epstein ordeal first, because the U.S. Justice Department released some files, not all of the files. And that is a big problem, because some of the Democrats and some of the Republicans are accusing the Department of Justice of violating its legal obligations after it said it would not be able to release all the documents by the deadline, which was at midnight, I believe, last night or the night before. And so many of the details in the thousands of files have already been heavily redacted. There's a lot of photos that are just blacked out, a lot of information that is just blacked out. And it's just highly disappointing given the fact that they've been playing this cat and mouse game for quite some time as it pertains to releasing these files. And people just want the truth collectively. This is not about a Democrat thing. This is not about a Republican thing. This is about humanity, because no man or child deserves to be violated under any circumstances or in any capacity. And it's just time for people to be held accountable. And again, let me reiterate that this goes for the Democrats, this goes for the Republicans, and also the independents. It doesn't matter what political rim you represent. Everybody needs to be exposed for their predatory behavior. Now, the one thing I noticed when they released the photos is that they were heavy in exposing Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson. I was like, okay, it's just a Bill Clinton show, especially because it's a multitude of photos with Bill Clinton in them. Now, I'm not here to defend or protect nobody. I'm just reporting the news out there. And so I want to say, as it pertains to the Michael Jackson and Jeffrey Epstein photo that they took together, a lot of people are alluding to the fact that that's a photo that was taken because Michael Jackson was looking at one of Epstein's properties in Palm Beach, Florida, and that's how the two of them got connected and actually crossed paths. Now, one of Epstein's victims by the name of Johanna said that that's where she met Michael Jackson, and then there was also a meeting that Michael and Epstein had in 2002. It was actually a business meeting. That was during a period when Michael Jackson was facing some financial difficulties, and at the particular time, he was negotiating with Sony, whose financial advisor also worked for Epstein. So there was some type of business meeting surrounding finances. And that's how Epstein and Michael Jackson actually connected again. Now, I'm not here to absolve Michael Jackson from any wrongdoing because I wasn't there, but we all know the narrative that has been attached to him when it comes to him being accused of violating KIDS. But we have to remember that Michael was never convicted in the court of law for those egregious accusations. Now, there was another photo that was released of Michael Jackson, Bill Clinton, and Diana Ross together, and that particular photo was taken at the 2002 Democratic Convention. And they had some blurred out faces, and I'm told that those were Diana Ross's kids and Michael Jackson kids. And so a lot of people are labeling this a reach when it comes to the photos that they chose to release of Michael Jackson with Epstein and Michael Jackson with Bill Clinton and Diana Ross. Now, some other photos that were released that are tied to Jeffrey Epstein were photos of Mick Jagger, Kevin Spacey, also Chris Tucker, Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Noam Chomsky, David Brooks, Andrew Windsor, Woody Allen, that's just to name a few. Now, I want to read you about the House Oversight Committee Democrats in Washington, D.C. on the 18th.
That's why if you put your song out, babe, I'm afraid for your life.
Says, I don't know, try to send someone else. I have a friend scout. She sent me some girls today, but she asked 1,000.
Hey, Chrissy? For real?
Good for you, Jay. And then and everything else below that.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was a surprise too. I don't give a fuck. He fuck with kids, fuck you.
Russia. So ultimately,
Uh-uh.
what they released was
I
heavily
don't know, Chris, I don't
redacted,
know.
and this was no surprise. We
nigga,
had an
there's a lot of
inclination
black-
that
I
this is
looked
how
at
it
the
was
black
going to be,
name, like, yo, what
this
the
is how
fuck?
things were going down. But it's going to be
Jay-Z,
interesting to see how
Beyonce,
all of this plays out, because
Chrissy
the
Teigen
Department of
in this
Justice is
one,
now facing
Eminem,
sanctions for not releasing the
he went,
entire
Chris
Epstein
Tucker,
files. So I want you
Oprah
guys to
was
check
on
out this clip,
there.
and then
I don't know.
this is the
I
biggest
didn't see Will and
cooperation
Jada.
I've ever accessed.
Surprising.
Sadly, only
Who
around
else?
50
It was some
years
weird
I've been
names
able
on
to
that
be back.
motherfucker,
We've got
man.
some late night
That's
updates.
It's
crazy.
crazy because I got a lot of that video footage that they looking for. That they talking about, nigga. I got a lot of that shit.
I know you
I
do.
had to go through
They
and
say
start
that
releasing that
it's
shit,
very
man.
clear that the Trump administration today committed a crime